again?
It is.
May I say you look fetching today?
Well,
Look pretty with that
thank
pretty
you.
scarf. I got my vest on today because we're gonna have a cold story.
And it actually is cold out there.
Well, it is pretty cold. They say it's gonna get warm, but you know where we live, it just gets warm and cold. But I'm glad we don't live way up north where it's gotten cold. It's all that snow.
I know.
If they've been watching on TV, Pennsylvania, shh, it's not time for you. You have to watch.
Yeah, you have to watch him.
Yeah. He just butts in. He's rude. He's learning manners. Shame on you. Manners, please. Well, let's see. Let's do it. I think we probably need to do it happy, right quick, because he wants us to. Here we go. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you are happy and you know it, make a sneeze. Achoo! You're happy and you know it, make a sneeze. Achoo! You're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, make a sneeze. And pat your knees. How about that? Yay! Well, let's see. We're going to have a story about snowing, and then we're going to have a story about mittens. And then if we have time, we're going to have a story about Valentine's. How about that?
Ooh.
Okay. And then we'll just have a bunch of stories. And so y'all keep watching, because every time you watch, there'll be a story. How about that?
That's
beautiful. And then Miss Laura's got a whole lot. Show them all your pretty books up there. Miss Laura's got a bunch of books.
We got some pretty books up here.
Yeah, there's a bear there. We'll have to tell going on a bear hunt. And there's a little boy. He's got the whole world. We have to do that big practice on making your world.
That's
so
right.
don't miss anything now, okay? And you and your mama tell your mama, your papa, or your mama or something, take a cup of coffee and come sit down and watch the story out. There you go. All right, let's see. Let's do a snow stories outside. Let's do 5 little snowmen, okay?
Okay.
Let's see if we can put a little music with it. That's fun, okay? Are you going to be the snowman?
I'll be the snowman.
I'm ready. Now, 5 little snowmen, all made of snow. 5 little snowmen were standing in a row. Now, y'all be the sun, and the sun came out and shone all day. And one little snowman melted away. Ooh. All right, now that leaves you 4. Ready? 4 little snowmen, all made of snow. 4 little snowmen standing in a row. Sun, sun. Now the sun came out and shone all day. Another little snowman melted away. Everybody say, oh. And everybody say, oh. 3 little snowmen, all made of snow. 3 little snowmen were standing in a row. The sun came out, sun, sun, and shone all day. And another little snowman melted away. Everybody, ooh, everybody, oh. Now 2 little snowmen, all made of snow. 2 little snowmen standing in a row. The sun came out and shone all day. And another little snowman melted away. Let your grandma do this. Grandma. Ooh. Now, if grandma's watching, they even say, oh. That's pretty good. Grandmas are good at saying, oh.
That's right.
Okay, here we go. 1 little snowman, well, he wasn't standing in a row. 1 little snowman, but he was still made of snow. The sun came out, sun, and shone all day. And the last little snowman melted away. Everybody go, ooh. Oh. That was good.
That was good.
Now let's see. Let's do, I'll do this. It's winter outside my window, and the snow is everywhere. There's frost upon the window, and wind blows through the air. Ooh. See, you can make up all kinds of songs like winter. Like say, it's winter outside my window. It's snowing everywhere. There's frost upon the window panes, and wind is in the air, so you can switch it all up. I like to make up songs, you know. Did you ever write on the windows in your house when it was frosted up? That's a lot of fun. I used to write my ABCs, and my mother would say, Mattie Jane, stop doing that. You leave the windows marked up.
That's right.
And it does make a mess on the windows, but
It
it's a lot of
does,
fun.
but it is a lot of fun.
I know. Listen, did you ever notice, and I wonder if kids notice that now, when you go outside in the winter and it's real cold and you do, it looks like you're smoking, smoke's coming out of it.
It
Looks like
does.
a dragon.
That's
Look,
right.
When it's cold outside and I breathe in the air, breathe in the air. My breath looks like smoke is hanging up there. All right, now I'm gonna teach y'all that. Let's go. When it's cold outside and I breathe through like this into the air. My breath looks like smoke is hanging there. That was a good one, wasn't it?
It was.
Okay, let's see. I got one more story, one more song about snowmen. Let's see. Snowman. Let's make a snowman. Snowman, fat and round. See, the sun is shining down. See, it's warming up. Snowman, feel that warm wind blow. Make the wind blow. Ooh, snowman, oh, where did you go? Everybody together. 1, 2, 3. Oh. Well, let me see. Let me see this little story about snow here now. Okay? These kids all look unhappy. Is everybody ready? Okay. 1 for the money and 2 for the show. Hold up the pictures and here we go. Okay? Well, all of the kids on 6th Street wanted it to snow. We wish it would snow. La 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 la. And it didn't snow.
Aww.
And every night they would listen to the weather report, and the man wouldn't say anything about snow, but one day they listened to the weather report, and the man said possible snow flurries, and they got all excited, and all the parents worried, afraid they weren't going to be able to get out of their driveway. And during the night, it absolutely did snow. Now, let me see, we have to look at these pictures. This is all the kids worrying. Let's see. This is Robert, and that's what he used to live on 6th Street, and this is Thomas, and then this is June. June used to live on 6th Street.
Okay.
And see, June's got a sled. Now, we don't hardly know much about stuff like that, because that's stuff they have up north where it snows all the time.
Right.
So we have more stuff like, stuff that you know, fishing stuff. I mean, I know they do that up north, but we just do more stuff like fishing, baseball, softball, you know, and playing outside. But now this is Robert, and see, there's his sled. They got him, I think, for Christmas. They hadn't been able to use them yet. See, and look, there, and see, those are snow or ice skates. I don't think I'd ever be able to ice skate. I heard that's really hard.
I don't think I could
I
either.
don't know, Miss Laura, you can do most everything. You're pretty smart. But anyway, you might could do that. But look at them, they say, oh, it's never gonna snow. Yeah, and they just whine. You know, that's called whining. You really shouldn't whine, but we bad to do that. So. But anyway, then one night they listened, and sure enough, the weather report was it was going to snow, and during the night, the snow is gently falling, falling through the air. The flakes are gently coming down, settling everywhere. And when they got up the next morning and looked out, woohoo! I think they got up real early. Mama, Dad's still in the bed. It's snowing, Mama, can I go outside? Mama, well, you can't go outside in your pajamas. Well, okay, Mama, you have to eat your breakfast. Okay, so they all got ready and they got outside. And see, there was a hill on 6th Street. And so that was good. They could all go down and see. It was an old lady's driveway, and they'd go down the lady's driveway since there were no cars.
That driveway is kind of a big hill.
Yeah, and they asked her if she could, you know, if they could go down there, and she said yes, since there was no cars coming along the street, and it wasn't dangerous, they could do that. So they had a wonderful time. And look, there was a little puddle of water over there, and you know what? I bet you that lady's got a little water leak somewhere. Water leaked out there around her hose pipe, and it froze. So this one's get to ice skate. See, she's doing a pretty good job ice skating.
She is.
But they having a fine time. So you give it a push and jump on there and go down the hill, and we're still snowing. Snowflakes, snowflakes everywhere. Snowflakes blowing through the air. Well, they played on their sleds, and they skated, and then they made snowballs, and they had a big snowball fight. And then they got some real clean snow over where nobody had been around it, and they put it in some little styrofoam cups, and their mother put a little sugar and stuff on it and let them have snow ice cream. You know, it's kind of, they say, don't do that, it's got germs in it, but most everybody likes to make a little ice cream.
Well, my goodness.
Did you do that sometime?
I've
I
never
did.
done that because we didn't really
didn't
ever
have
have
snow?
enough snow.
Well, when I was little, it snowed one time, and we made some. My sister Lucy made me some, and I ate it. And I didn't grow a lizard tail, and I didn't grow a beard, so it must not hurt you.
But I like a snowball.
I know. But anyway, they had a wonderful time. Well, see, they were trying to do absolutely everything that they heard that you do when it snows, and then they got tired of playing on the sled, and they ate the ice cream snow, and they got tired of playing a snowball fight. So they said, we had made a snowman.
Oh.
So they started making a snowman. Now this is a good-looking snowman. You can turn him up that way. See,
Look at
he is
there.
a whopper doodle, isn't
He is.
Well, everybody got busy and worked on it because making a snowman is really hard.
That's a
So
good
anyway,
one.
Robert said, I'm gonna go see if Mama's got an old scarf. And so his mother happened to have an old scarf, and she laid that to him. So they tied that around the snowman's neck. And then they got some big old rocks, and they put rocks on there for his buttons. And see, there's some more snow they had piled up around. I think he's a good-looking snowman, don't you?
I like that snowman.
I don't know how in the world they got that great big old round ball on his head up there. That was good. I wonder where they got that hat.
Oh, that's a good question.
That's kind of a fancy.
Maybe from Mr. Ben at the library.
I bet so. Mr. Ben has a bunch of hats like
Mhm.
that. Maybe it's one of his older ones because he
Maybe
takes
so.
very good care of his hats.
Mhm.
Maybe one day Mr. Ben can come and show us some of his hats.
Maybe so.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Mhm.
And we could have the story about the man that had the hat stepped up on top.
Mhm.
We will do that. Don't miss a thing of Story Hour. It's free and it's so much fun. Now, let me see. Anyway, they got the snowman all made, and they got little bitty rocks for his mouth. They made him smile, and then they found a couple of great big rocks for his eyes. Then they began to think, where could they get the hat? So anyway, one of them said, I know what. I'm going to go over there to the library and ask Mr. Ben if he'll lend us one of his hats. Fortunately, Mr. Ben had to have one of his old ones on that day, and he had to go home without a hat. And that was very bad because he does not have any hair on his head.
Right.
But he went very fast and got in his car, but he gave the kids his hat. And it was really good looking. I think that's what you call a top hat, an English top hat.
Mhm.
It was. So they had the hat on there. Now, it was an armless snowman, so they didn't have any arms on there. And so they began to think, they said, what could we do if we made arms out of snow? See, they wouldn't stay on that ball.
They wouldn't.
So they decided that the best thing to do would be to get them some sticks. And so they got them some sticks and broke them off so that they had like fingers sticking out. They put the sticks in there for the arms. So he was really looking really good. It's still snowing. It was just wonderful. And then they thought, well, he looked kind of, he didn't have a nose, so he was looking kind of like that. And they said, what are we going to do for his nose? And they said, well, we could put another rock there. And one of them said, no, listen, all the pictures of snowmen I ever saw, a lot of them had carrots for their nose. I'll go see if Mama's got any carrots. Mama tries to keep some of them because she grates them up and puts them in apple salad.
Mhm.
And so I'll go over there and sometimes puts raisins in there.
And I bet she was looking for that carrot later to make that apple salad.
She might, and I hope he asked his mother for it. Maybe he did. Yeah, I mean, you should never go in the house and just get something.
No,
without
because Mama
asking
might
your
need
mother.
it.
Yeah, she might be planning on that for supper.
She might.
But anyway, he got this carrot, and he pulled all the green stuff off of it where it was
Mhm.
growing, so it was just a plain old carrot. And it was kind of, carrots, a lot of them are not always straight.
That's
They kind of
right.
were like that. So they made him a little cute little pug nose, and they put the carrot in there. And you talking about cute, they sang to it, snowman, snowman, fat and round, snowman, snowman, the snow is coming down. They were so proud of him. And then by that time it was getting kind of dark. And the snow was kind of slacking up, but still coming down a little bit. And their mamas began to call. Did your mama call you when it began to get dark?
I knew I was supposed to
You
go
knew
home.
you were supposed to go. Well, see, I lived in a neighborhood where we would be playing out everywhere. Me and Gail and Jerry and Bobby Joe and Wanda. And so we would be playing all out around here. And so my mama would come out and she'd say, Mattie Jane, that's my whole name. And she'd say, Mattie Jane, come on in now, it's getting dark. And everybody would go, oh, so I go, oh, we were having such a good time. Now, they didn't know, see, everybody else had to go after Mattie Jane went. Then everybody else said, well, I guess it's time for us to go. Gail and Jerry and Wanda and Bobby Joe, they all went inside. And so then it began to get really dark. Now, everybody put your finger together. Very quiet. See, there weren't any cars coming down the street because snow was coming down. here is the problem. Rabbits and squirrels and little bitty animals have a hard time during snow sometimes because the ground gets covered up, and that's where they hide acorns. Rabbits want grass and all kinds of stuff. So they are kind of having a hard time. They're kind of hungry. And so this little rabbit came out. Now here he is, see? He came out and he was hopping all around. And he would dig a little hole in the sand. His little paws were so cold. He'd dig a little hole in the snow, and his little paws were so cold. And the grass under there was just stiff.
Aww.
And he thought, I'm so hungry. I have nothing to eat. Since yesterday, my belly bones is just rubbing together. I just am so hungry. Oh, I just felt so sorry for him. He said, what is I'm going to eat? He looked up there and he saw the snowman's arms, and he said, yuck, I don't want to eat a stick. I've eaten a lot of things, but sticks are not good. He looked all around, and all of a sudden, he spied that carrot up there. He hopped around the snowman. He said, this is a pretty snowman. And I watching the kids from my burrow. They was having such a good time baking it. They so proud of it. I sure, boy, that carrot, it would be delicious for my supper. I could take it back to my little burrow over there under that live oak tree. It would be so warm and nice, and I could eat it, and it would fill my poor little empty belly bones up. I would be so hungry. But the children would be so disappointed when they come out in the morning and their snowman don't have a nose. But I think they would probably want me to have it if they knew I was hungry, because they're nice children.
Right.
Especially Robert and June are very nice too. So I'm gonna go get it, but I got to think of something to do about the nose. I could put a rock there, but I'd have a hard time digging under that snow to find that rock. But a stick would be very easy because we're under this big old live oak tree. I know what I'll do. I'll get him a stick for a nose. So he hopped all around. He's thinking, see, I let the rabbits sit up on their haunches like that. Don't you call that sitting on their haunches?
Mm-hmm.
He's thinking. So he hopped over and he found a stick. And then he hopped up there, okay, and he grabbed the carrot. And then he stuck the stick, and the stick was, I mean, if anybody had a nose like that, they have a problem. But he stuck the stick in the snowman's nose, and then lippity, left little rabbit footprints, and he hopped off and hopped to his little burrow with that wonderful carrot, and he ate it, and it was so good. And then he all bundled up in a little burrow, full of fur, and went sound asleep with his little belly bones all full. But now, we have to do the rest of the story. You know, there was a man who used to be very, very famous, and his name was Paul Harvey. He was a newsman, and he told funny things. He always was. The rest of the story, your grandmas and grandpas remember that. Anyway, the rest of the story was when the children came out the next morning. They came, the first thing they came to look at was their snowman. And they all hollered, look, come on with Bobby Joe, look, Wanda, look. And there was that nose, and they said, how do you suppose did that? And then they saw these little bunny ribbons, and they said, that's a rabbit's paw prints down there. You reckon that rabbit put that nose there? Rabbits like carrots. Well, he was a nice rabbit. If he did. We got a good rabbit living around here because he took our carrot, and that was good because he's probably hungry.
Mm-hmm.
But he took our nose, but he was so nice. He left our snowman with a nice nose, and that's quite a nose.
That's quite a nose.
No. Let's blow our nose. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I hope he doesn't get a cold. He's got a problem.
Ooh, yeah.
And that was the story of the rabbit and his supper and the snowman and the snow. Look, you know, this is kind of like that little poem that Miss Laura and I taught you. You know, there's here is a snowman, there is his nose, here comes a hungry bunny. Now what do you suppose? That bunny, he's so hungry, he's looking for some lunch. He ate the snowman's carrot nose, burp, with a munch, burp. Yay! That was good, wasn't it?
That was good.
I hope you like that story.
That was a good story.
See you later, alligator, and the wild crocodile. Bye-bye.